I'm gonna take a few minutes here, and then we're gonna sing. We're gonna sing our last two carols together. Really grateful for those that have led us, sang for us. Stunning words. I always love our carols together. The words, the theology, what we know about who God is and how He came and why He came is just a beautiful thing for us to sing about. And He came for the world. And so we've given a little snippet of that. Of really, I wasn't getting Eric and Puma and William to speak the verses that we know so well, but then in their own language. Hopefully in this place we really value and honour the different nations and the different tongues, the different cultures, the different backgrounds. We're incredibly grateful for you all in this place, and it's just a small reminder of how He came to bring light to all the nations, to all the world, bring His joy to all people, to all languages, to all the nations, and brings His light and His hope and His love. And Anastasia started our time off with, for God so loved the world, and we are, I imagine, forgive me for assuming, but I imagine no matter who you are this morning, you've maybe familiar with that line, that verse, for God so loved the world that He gave. My prayer, personal prayer for myself, and I suppose for even us as a church family, is that what can become so familiar that we'd once again become fascinated by it. On our Wednesday nights, we have been going through the God story, and it's a story that we're all familiar with. And as we come to this Christmas season, it is a story that we are familiar with. But my prayer is that we would once again become fascinated by it. He came as light to the world, joy and hope for all the world. He came because He loved. He came that He longed that every nation, every people, every tribe and tongue would experience His love. And as much as that is general, sometimes we hear that and it feels general, that His love, He loves the world. He comes to bring light and joy and peace to the world, and sometimes that feels general. But you need to know this morning that He loves you. That it is specifically, particularly loves you. And so His love is general. It's for all the world, but I can assure you that He loves you. It's not just general. He just doesn't love you because you're part of the human race. He doesn't love you just because you're part of the crowd, not even because you're part of the church. He loves you uniquely. He loves you specifically. And so the one verse that doesn't feel very Christmassy, but the one verse that I had in my mind all week was this line that John, the gospel writer, John says about himself towards the end of his letter at the resurrection of Jesus. So I know I'm taking you to the end, but it's just for this one verse that as John reflects on the resurrection, he uses this line, John 21 verse 7, I think it is. He refers to himself as the disciple that Jesus loved. And that was just the thought that I kept going back to, because I think sometimes we've thought that there's almost an arrogance to John. There's almost like a pride that John's saying that he's the one that Jesus loved. It's almost as if he was being exclusive. But I've become convinced that I don't think he was. I think it was just how he experienced the love from Jesus. It's how he experienced it. He didn't feel that he was just loved because he was one of the crowd, but he felt that there was a particular kind of love that was just for him. And that has become my prayer for us, become my prayer for every one of us that would be listening in the room this morning. That there's not just this general love, but there is a particular kind of love that is just for you. His love, the love of God, it is not watered down so that it can cover everybody. It's not diluted so that it can cover everybody in this room. His love, you are fully loved. As you sit in your seat right now, some of you have heard me say this often, as you sit in your seat right now, you are fully loved. You cannot be any more loved than you are right now. And it's not diluted, it's not watered down because there's extra people in the room this morning. It's not watered down because there's more people that are across the earth. His love for you is full. And you're fully loved. You're fully loved in your own unique and particular way. You are not a recipient of part of his love. You're a recipient of it all. And so he loves the world, but I can promise you and assure you, and I think John had revelation of this. He was able to say that he was the one that Jesus loved because that was his experience. Because of how he came. He came from heaven to earth. He came from the heights, from the majesty, into little embryo to come and dwell among us, to be one with us. As Puma read, he is Emmanuel, God with us. You are. And John's experience was that he was fully loved, that there was a particular kind of love that was just for him. And my prayer is that you would have that same experience that John had, that you will be able to say, like John, you are one that Jesus loved. You're a recipient of all of his love. And he so loved the world that he came. He so loved you that he took on flesh and came to dwell among us. And so what he did at Christmas, he did it for you. What he did at Christmas, he did just for you. And you're loved with perfect love. You're loved with perfect, everlasting love. And hear this, you're loved because you are you. And I know, self included, that we can come into this room and in the quiet, maybe at the beginning, in the reflection that we've had throughout, there's maybe you acknowledge, you know that you've done stuff, you've thought stuff, you've said stuff that you maybe regret or you shouldn't have said. He doesn't want to leave you in that place, but it hasn't changed his love. It hasn't changed the fact that he loves you because you're you. He loves you with perfect, everlasting love. And so Jesus comes to bring light, to bring joy, and to bring peace and hope to the world. That is true. And I love that, and we celebrate that at Christmas, but he wants to bring it to you. He wants to bring it to you uniquely, specifically, in your own particular way. And so my hope and prayer is that you would experience that. And so let's, in light of that, in response to that, let's belt out these last two carols together.